Hi, welcome to 2508 Glynnwood Lane. This beautiful home is on a private drive and it features 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and 3,481 feet. Let me show you around. This neighborhood has a private drive and we're on a dead-end street. Fascia and soffit look decent. Definitely looks like it's probably time to scrape and paint up there a little bit. This water's running right along here. Maybe should be channeled away. Ooh, tiny bit of water damage. Definitely time to put some caulking on and get some paint on here before the paint wears off. This is a pretty close neighbor here. So you can see the distance between the driveways. And I'm here. And you can see the house is a little bit on a hill and slopes down. The brick looks good. I don't see any cracks. I see some moss growing in the lower bricks, which means maybe some moisture. A little bit of a hill downwards towards the house. Some more moss here. Has the nice bigger gutters. Looks like they're ready to be cleaned. The paint looks good for the most part, but there's a few spots that look like it needs to be painted. This is a really cool window. Again, you can see up on the edges. Time to caulk and paint, but still looks pretty good overall. That second story, and here's the neighbor. I'm kind of like right here, and then there's the neighbor's yard. Starts right on the other side of this gate here. I can't tell if I'm looking at little holes up there on the siding or nail heads. Pretty high up there, the second story. That gutter's not attached right there, so something to be aware of. The brick looks like it's in great shape. There's drainage. Okay, let's go inside and have a look. It's a really nice big shade tree up here. Looks like an oak. And a nice covered porch. You can see right here. Time for caulking and painting. Okay, front entry. Okay, when you come inside, there is hardwood floors here. The ceiling in this entryway is probably 9 foot, be my guess. And there's a really large room here, which would be a great room, family room, pool hall. The seller does intend to leave the pool table. This is just probably ready for some caulking and painting. Very pretty. The ceilings are at least 15 feet in here. Really spacious room. Nice tile on the floor here. And then there's a doorway. So it looks like we have a crawl space and our AC is underneath. And this is a little pass-through bar between this and the other living room. We're going to go this way. There's an office, or this could be a dining room, sitting room, whatever. There's a little bit of a sheetrock tape showing there. I can definitely tell we're on a crawl space. The floor is a little bouncy. Not real bouncy, but I like these French doors here and French doors here. And we have the stairs going up. And then through here is the living room and kitchen. So this room is also really spacious. Fireplace. Looks to be a gas log set. There's a tray ceiling. Very pretty. And then there you can see the pass-through that we were just in that has this awesome bar with storage space, wood cabinets. Let's see how they look over here. They look like they're in good shape. I don't see a lot of water damage. And there's a little built-in fridge. Nice. And I like that you can close this door off here if you want. There is a little bit of a sheetrock tape tear there too. Maybe just some settling. You can see the corners a little bit torn also. Could just be normal settling, not sure. These cabinets are also really nice, solid wood. Cute little alcoves. And then you can see the pool from here. So this is a really good sized room. You can see there's a pretty good sized couch in here, overstuffed couch, love seat. And then there's lots of space here. These bars are not even tucked in. And then the pass through to the kitchen. Back here you have doors to get out to the back deck, which will go out there now. The deck feels sturdy-ish. Definitely needs to be stained. There's another door over here to a bedroom. I'd say this tree might be a little close to the house, be my thought. This railing has been stained and looks pretty sturdy. But the deck boards definitely are getting worn, but the railing feels really sturdy. The pool is a great size. Bigger than the one over on Roanoke, for sure. It's a really good size pool. Nice for laps. And there's enough room out here for a table. And then there's a stairwell down, which is really cool. We'll go down there when we go downstairs and check out the below level. Again, the paint back here looks pretty decent, but there's probably some spots that are ready for caulking and painting in the near future. Like above this window, You know, there's a little gap. This is probably ready, but it doesn't look like it's in terrible condition. But the windows got some cracked up glaze. It's probably ready for some caulking. Keep the weather out. And that looks like it's been painted before. It's ready to be painted again. And all these windows kind of look like they're ready to be caulked up before any water gets in. Okay, let's go inside. This door's been painted. Looks like possibly recently. Again, it's little gaps, but ready for some maintenance. Okay, there's a nice breakfast nook over here. I like these windows, it's really pretty. You can see the pool. It's not the biggest room, but you can get around the table. And then there's this nice desk tucked over here. Some more storage. And then the kitchen. So, let's find the light switch. These cabinets have been painted. And they're done in like a, they look good. Good shape. They're done in like a, kind of a aged white, I guess you would say. There's no grout in the backsplash. I don't think that light works above the stove. But there's a hood vent, crown molding, pocket lights. And then you could maybe squeeze one of those very small movable islands in here, but it might be too crowded. So single oven, microwave, pan storage above here with the slots for your flat pans. And then storage here. There is just a pantry cabinet. This looks pretty decent under here. A little bit of water damage, but not much. Not sure what's going on there with that floating plug. Cabinets are in pretty good shape. Looks like they replaced the bottom of this with plywood at some point. They use the right kind of paint because it's not scratched off at all. It honestly almost looks a little bit dirty, but I think it's just stain rubbed on the white. So these are all in pretty good shape. They're painted brown down here on the bottom. So that's your storage for this side. So those four and these dishwasher, storage. Dishwasher is looking pretty hit by the hard water scale. And storage over there. And then this is the pantry. And it does have a pull-out unit here that rotates out. So that's the pantry. And then this takes us back into the front hallway by that office when we came in the front. So it's kind of like a swinging two-way door. I think you can probably get it to stay, maybe. No, maybe not. So here's that hallway. The front entrance is over there. And we'll go down this hall. Storage at the end of the hall. And the hot water heater, which I believe she sent me the dates on. Some duct tape happening there, probably just to keep it from coming loose. Not seeing a sediment trap. Let's see if I can find a date on here. I do see it's draining down and out of the house, which is good. And this is the overflow going out as well. (2008) is the manufacturing date, so it's probably around that time. Might have been something the homeowners gave us, I'll find out for sure, but it's like 08 is when it was made, so probably installed shortly after. This takes us through to the laundry room and the garage. So there is a little tiled in surround here. Again, oh, it has a drain. Okay, so I guess for your mop, you can drain your mop in here. Maybe wash, dump your buckets. Trim's not really attached. Storage, crown molding in the laundry room. And then looks like an ironing board over here. No ironing board. A cork board for keys and notes. In the garage, we have a 2-car. Thinking the HVAC might be hidden behind this ladder. I'm gonna have to go hunting for it. Nope, it's a storage closet. Okay. It's a pretty deep storage closet, not too bad. Okay, back through the laundry room. These cabinets have been painted too. A little bit worn. Okay. Pretty nice shape overall, minus the water damage right there. Hall bath, half bath. So you have the honed marble, kind of the off-whitish, antique white, yellowish cabinets. Have been painted. Looks like it's in decent shape. Possibly an original toilet. Tile's been done. Crown molding in here. It looks to be about 9-foot ceilings. And then there's a bedroom here. I think might be the primary. You have access out to the deck, a window there, and then the tray ceiling. You could fit a king size. There's a big closet here. And then his closet over here, which is pretty standard closet size, which just looks like shelves. But you could modify it and take these out and hang things here. And you could hang things here. Looks like they left the bar, so if you wanted to modify it, you could do that. That's nice. And the primary bath. So there's steps here to go up to the toilet and the shower. And then the bathtub's down here in front. And then there's skylights. And a pretty tall ceiling in here. There we go. I'll have to find the light up there. So toilet's honed marble. And then sorry, I meant the bathtub's honed marble. This toilet looks like it could be original also. Same cabinets as the laundry. And then the shower. And this is like a honed marble surround as well. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. Maybe some new silicone. I think they look a lot whiter in the pictures, but they're definitely an off-white. These are all painted inside and out. So you have quite a bit of storage. Again, honed marble. Looks like they may have a little bit of hard water happening. Okay. Off we go. I can definitely feel the floor moving a bit. It's a nice storage closet here. It goes all the way back under the stairs, which is pretty cool. And around the corner. It's like Narnia. And then up the stairs we go. Light switch doesn't work. Might just be that light bulb's out. It's a pretty good sized landing here. Crown molding, no window. Would love a window there. And then up we go. So the other 4 bedrooms must be, or 3 bedrooms must be up here. Same hardwood floors. Storage closet. So we could go this way, and I see 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, possibly the attic access, or this way, and there's a bedroom here. And the lights come on. So let's go without lights. There it is. Pretty good sized closet. A little bit deeper than standard size. This looks like a queen size bed, and there's plenty of space around it. You could put a dresser over here, and there's a little alcove. Okay, and back this way, we have this bedroom. This is a good sized bedroom. It's a queen bed. You can see there's quite a bit of space between there and this TV. And you can see the pool. These windows are the old crank windows. The crank open. Wonder if they work well. check all of these with inspections to make sure those all work. Good size walk-in closet. Bedroom number 3. Also a good size. Lots of space. 2 cute windows. And a really big closet. And then a bathroom here, honed marble, same as the others, same cabinets painted, same tile, nice storage back here. Looks, oh okay, it's a laundry chute, but the basket just goes down here. Put the laundry in there. The tub looks pretty good. Tile looks good. Looks like it might have actually been freshly siliconed recently and cleaned up. It's the original tub. Oh, nice spacious toilet area. And then this door. There's also an attic fan, which is nice. And this big attic. Ooh, it is hot out here. Holy smokes. It is like attic temperature in here. It's a really big space in here. And the HVAC system is here. They did send me the ages of this, so I'll send it out. There's 2 different units, but I couldn't find the bottom unit. One was replaced and the other was not. So this is reinforced. It's like, and you can go all the way over here. There's a can light. I hear voices. I'm wondering if somebody's here for the next tour. So let me run to the backyard. See you down there. Okay, so there is no access that I could find out the back. I guess it's just a storage unit under here. Oh wow, okay, so this is like the basement that I saw in the picture. It's like a man cave with cedar. Very cool. Storage under here. And tornado shelter. But it also gives you access to the crawl space, which is really cool, and you can see all the piers. Some 2x4s sandwiched in there, probably to level up the house at some point. Okay, very neat. Some water damage there. And I'm kind of bent over, but I'm tall, so this is probably about just shy of almost 6 foot underneath here. And then here's the 2 AC units. So they have these blowers to help with airflow since they're under the deck. This has been reinforced a couple times. Water drainage coming down here. You see they're draining that pipe. There's a catch basin here, so French drain's pulling the water out. And then the pool. It's very large. The liner looks decent. It's really big. See if I can find the pool equipment. There's another catch basin to catch the water. So the pool equipment must be underneath the house or something, hidden somewhere. But this is the yard, other than the pool. It's just a few feet back behind here. Maybe the pool equipment's under here. Here's the pool equipment. Okay. And that's it. We will see you on the next one.